Burmese authorities arrested 13 innocent Rohingyas and tortured 8 more Rohingyas in the Ulapay village of Townrowa in Buthidaung on 18 August 2017, reports a victim. In the incidents, they arrested many Rohingyas from the village and tortured them severely. After torturing inhumanely, they freed 8 Rohingyas in critically injured condition and are in need of immediate treatment. Later, they took 13 innocent Rohingyas with them as arrestees and are incommunicado. In another incident of raid on 19 August 2017, ATBGP along with military besieged the villages of Naribil since 6 a.m., where they conducted illegal checks on every Rohingya houses and inquired every local Rohingya. Later, they accused innocent Rohingyas of being connected with the armed group in the region. Adding on the horrific situation, a local reported that BGP and military have been threatening us, and one of the BGP personnel shouted on us by saying that "You people have been feeding the rebels in the region, and we are well aware of it." Daily raids have become a routine on Rohingya villages, where Rohingyas are living in extreme terrified situation in an area which have been under curfews and restricted from long ago. The brutal Burmese military and border guard police BGP from Sector 4 jointly raided Minji village tract, northern Maungdaw, Arakan, on 20th August 2017, vandalizing 3 Rohingya houses and looting belongings in abundance. Military from Battalion 24 and BGP from Section 4 jointly besieged 4 Rohingya hamlets of Tulatuli village tract at around 4. The brutal forces took out all the inhabitants, including females, and gathered in the premises of the school, where the males were tortured by kicking, slapping, and thrashing with the guns or wooden sticks, alleging that they have a link with the insurgents. Meanwhile, some forces entered into the houses and looted the gold ornaments and livestock, goats, pigeons, hens, and money. Moreover, they vandalized 3 houses completely and seized all the things as well as the lands because the owners are Rohingya Muslims who are deliberately destabilized daily. Later on the same day, military and BGP were on the way to besiege Naribil on the southern Maungdaw, where the locals whom are found on the roads are beaten inhumanely. Since 4 a.m., the joint forces have been besieging the Horitala and Bakaguna hamlets of Italia village tract under Maungdaw. But all the casualties have not been reported yet as the raid is going on. The joint forces from different areas in the same way are raiding the Rohingya villages again and again in northern Arakan and assaulting the women, arresting the men arbitrarily, along with robbing their belongings, the locals reported. A disappointed local human rights activist said, BGP and brutal military deliberately raiding the Rohingya villages every day, leaving people wounded and assaulted. They arrest men arbitrarily, destroyed homes to seize the properties, and harass the women intentionally. It is clearly seen that the joint forces are now vandalizing the houses, which are strong, sustainable, and holding heritages of the Rohingya people. When they, Myanmar government, can finish this, it will be easy to fulfill their long-cherished desire, in other words, finishing Rohingyas completely from the soil of Arakan. Burmese army along with BGP raided and looted Rohingya properties in different villages of Buthidaung. In the incidents at Athednanyar village at 12:30 p.m. on 14 August 2017, about 370 BGP and military raided the entire village and forcefully got into Rohingya houses by breaking doors and vandalized their goods and looted properties, and finally left village at 3 p.m. Later the next day, on 15th August at about 9:20 a.m., the same number of forces raided the villages of Chok Pin and conducted the same inhumane activities like the previous day. While they were coming back from Chok Pin, they entered Ong Nan Yar again at 3:30 p.m., where they again looted domestic animals. Looting and vandalizing the Rohingya properties have been one of the common and simple genocidal tools that has been going on Rohingyas since decades. And it seems Burmese so-called democratic government have left the authorities free to loot Rohingya villages daily and make lives of Rohingya intolerable, whom are already living in starving situation in the restricted Arakan state. Burmese brutal military and BGPs are raiding the IDP of South Farang Buthidaung, where they are arresting Rohingya along with children and torturing women severely on 23 August 2017. At around 5:30 a.m., 30 military and BGP personnel arrived at the IDP and started arresting any Rohingya visible to them in any condition, including children, where women are tortured heavily by beating with guns and kicking using their heavy boots. According to the updates received, more than 40 Rohingyas have been arrested, and the further casualties and number of exact arrestees are still unknown. In another separate incident, 23 August 2017, one of the arrestees from Shakina Farah, Maungdaw, have been killed in the custody of BGP in their camp number 2. Earlier, the dead victim was arrested with 3 other Rohingyas on 21 August 2017, whom were tortured inhumanely, leaving the other 3 also at the risk of losing their lives. According to locals, they were arrested on the raid and are still incommunicado and is in need of immediate medical assistance. These type of tragic incidences all over Rohingya villages have created a phobia in Rohingyas' hearts, whom are now in a situation where breathing of peace is an unexpected thing in Rohingyas' lives in the hands of this Burmese regime.